My ADHD test with flying colors. Hardcore failed. Does that actually mean I passed? Basically, I have ADHD. No one is shocked here. Kind of confusing, so I'll try and break it down a little bit. Compare your results to everyone else in your age group. I was compared to a bunch of people in my age group, and I was 99% less attentive than everyone else in my age group. Not shocking. What are the next steps? I am going to have an EKG done in a couple of weeks, and that will just give them information that they need on my heart and just kind of like what they can do from there. Hope is that they're going to prescribe me something. Fingers crossed. Only break down the test a little bit, but the basics are that I had something crawling on me. The basics of the test were that I had to sit there with this like weird thing on my head, which if you look back, it's at the end of the video. For 20 minutes, shapes flashed in front of my eyes, and it was supposed to be 2 shapes of the same color. Click a button. Let me just tell you, 20 minutes of watching these shapes flash on the screen, potentially torture. I can't think of anything more monotonous than that. My brain went all over the place because it's very hard for me to focus in the first place, let alone on something that boring. The QB quite boring test was indeed quite boring. I failed, meaning I passed, meaning I have a diagnosis of ADHD for the first time in my life. I definitely feel validated, like things make sense. Looking forward to the EKG so that I can make sure everything's good with my heart. So they're going to prescribe me something and things are going to change. Advice at this point for anybody who's really wanted to pursue the diagnosis, ask for the test, because that gives them a piece of data that they can reference saying, okay, this person has symptoms that correlate with the diagnosis of ADHD. Otherwise, they're just kind of going off of history. And I feel like it's very hard to get people to believe you or like doctors to pay attention, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're older. It was funny when the doctor came in, he's like, are we surprised? And I said, no. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. Make sure to follow along so that we can see what happens after the EKG.